Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Gaur Premanand Hariri Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Open the page. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
1510 अगर बंद हो जाता है.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So we are reading from Shreemad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 28 and verse number 21. Sanchitayet Bhagavatascharanarvindam Vrajangakushatvaja sarorunhalananchadyam Uttunga Raktavilasanna Khachachakravala Jyotsani Jyotsna Virahata Mahatrudhyandakaram Sanchitayet Bhagavata Charanarvindam Vajrangakushadvaja Saroruhalanachandam Nadyam Uttunga Taravaktavilasa Sannakhachachakravalam Jyotsana Virahatam Mahatrutyattakaram Sanchitayet Bhagavata Charanarvindam Vajrangakushadvaja Saroruhalanchanadyam Uttungara Raktavilasannakhachachakravala Josna Virahata Mahatrudhyandakaram. So word to word translation. Sanchitayet, he should concentrate. Bhagavat, of the Lord. Charana, Charanarvindam, on the lotus feet. Raja, thunderbolt. Ankusha, god. Rod for driving elephant. Dhwaja, banner. Saroruha, lotus. Lanchana, marks. Adhyam, adorned with. Uttunga, prominent. Rakta, red. Vilasata, brilliant. Nakha, nails. Chakravala, the circle of the moon. Josna Pihi, with splendor. Ahata, displayed. Mahata, thick. Hridaya, of the heart. Andhakaram, darkness. The translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. The devotee should first concentrate his mind on the Lord's lotus feet, which are adorned with the marks of a thunderbolt, a god, a banner and a lotus. The splendor of their beautiful ruby nails resembles the orb of the moon and dispels the thick gloom of one's heart. Purport. The Mayavadi says that because one is unable to fix his mind on the impersonal existence of absolute truth, one can imagine any form of lights and fix his mind on the imaginary form. But such a progress is not recommended here. Imagination is always in imagination and result only in further imagination. The concrete description of eternal form of the Lord is given here. The Lord's soul is dissipated with the distinctive lines resembling a thunderbolt, a flag, a lotus flower, and a goat. The luster of his toenails, which are brilliantly prominent, resembles the light of the moon. If yogi looks upon the marks of the Lord's soul and on the blazing brilliance of his nails, then he can be freed from the darkness of ignorance in a material existence. This liberation is not achieved by mental speculation, but by seeing the light emanating from the lustrous toenail of the Lord. In order to, in other words, one has to fix his mind first on the lotus feet of the Lord if he wants to be freed from the darkness of the ignorance in the material existence. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunyatamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Jai Pataka Swaminiti Namne. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namne. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are reading once again. Sanchitaye Uddha Bhagavata Charnarvindam Vajranga Kushatvaja Sarorulaham Cha Natyam Uttunga Rakta Vilasathanna Kachakachayatayvala Josna Pirahata Mahatprutya Andakar. So we have been seeing this Canto 3, right? Chapter 28, and we know this chapter is about Kapil Muni is describing Mother Dehuti about she was asking question, right? I showed earlier also. I think that yeah, how she is Tadvidi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadakshenti Te Jnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshina. While going, Kardamu Muni was going in the forest for austerity. He told your son is not ordinary person. He is Sakshat Bhagwan. So submissively she is sitting under in front of him, though he is so younger than her, right? Because that is her own son. So we have to learn this lesson. Always, if we have question, we have to ask question with submissive, not like we want to show up or something, right? So that is the first lesson. And here he is describing about the devotional service, because she asked about devotional. She was not satisfied actually. She enjoyed her life. Her husband Kardamu Muni made a flying house, like mansion, and it can go anywhere. She enjoyed. She had 9 daughters, and last is Kapil Dev Bhagwan appeared in her home. So now about the devotional service. So Mayavadis, they always think about the impersonal form, right? They think, oh, it's not like personal. But is it? Can we focus our mind at impersonal? Like if I ask, if you want to marry someone, and if I will tell, okay, that girl is there, you don't know any form, nothing. Just you know one girl, you just meditate and just you marry. Can you do that? No. We should have form, right? So like that, if you want to connect to the Lord, we should know there is a form. And Srila Prabhupada gave us such a wonderful thing, right? He gave us beautiful Radha Shyam Sundar, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai and Gaurita in our temple. So the form is there. But how to meditate there, right? How to meditate? Form is there, but here Kapil Muni is telling Devahuti Mata, we have to focus at the lotus feet. Always we say, always we sing, even Guru Vandana, Shri Guru Charana Padma, right? We start with Guru Charana, right? So what to speak of Lord? We have to think about, always think about lotus feet. So why? So here Srila Prabhupada mentions so nicely, and in the verse also, lotus feet of Krishna has the marks on his lotus feet. So in Chaitanya Leela also, one day Sachi Mata, he came with the mud or something and all footprints were there, and Sachi Mata saw there are marks, and that time she said, Jagannath Mishra, look at this footprints, there are marks. So Lord has marks, and mostly here 4 marks they are explaining, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and like Ankush, God, right, that a rod or that. So we'll discuss about that. So first, if you think about, let's say, he has marks like Shankha. So Shankha, what is the significance of Shankha? When we do all the puja, they blow the conch shell. So it removes negativity. Always we have negativity around us, right? It removes distress from our heart, from our mind. That's why that Shankha. So if our mind is focused on that lotus feet, where Shankha is there, right? Then our all anxieties or distress or negativity around us, we carry so many things, right? In the material world, everywhere, even in our office, in household things also, right? Always we have distress, something in our mind. So that concept clears. So that's why we have to look at the lotus feet. Concentrate our mind. Here this verse is about concentrating mind at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that Kapil Muni is explaining to his own mother. So there is Ankush. Ankush means that God, means rod, where they put in elephant that rod to make that Mahavat who controls that elephant, right? So Ankush, if we see, we look at the lotus feet, and if we see that mark on that lotus feet, so Ankush means we can control our mind, right? How that Mahavat, that trainer, controls the elephant by putting the rod, like God, they say G-O-A-T, right, God? So that, like that, if we looking at the lotus feet, taking darshan of lotus feet, our mind gets control, like that mad elephant. Because our mind is always bewildered, wandering here and there. Once we start chanting, all the to-do lists come in our mind, right? So for that also, when we are taking darshan of lotus feet, concentrating our mind, our eyes at the lotus feet, so our mind gets control, right? Then dhwaja, they say banner, dhwaja means pataka, right? So dhwaj, always we see many temples, mostly in Jagannath Puri, they change that dhwaj, 35 pounds or 35 kg weight. That person takes on his back and he goes. And that goes from parampara, like from generation to generation. Every day they change. There is video also. So Dhwaj shows the means in that premises. They say the Dhwaj is visible from that point. That is the area of Jagannath Ji. With that much potency, that area has that much potency, right? And Dhwaj always we have Dhwaj everywhere, right? For victory, right? That Dhwaj. So if we are looking at the Dhwaj, that at the lotus feet, so we will always victorious, right? Then Shankha, Chakra. Chakra is also there. Chakra, Jagannath, here also we have Chakra. That is also for going upward. And there are one arrow upward, one arrow downward. So one arrow upward which makes us to Urdhva Gati. Always we are trying to go to Urdhva Gati, means the Swarga Loka, Taploka, right? Maharloka, Brahmaloka and Goloka, right? And the one goes to downward also. So down one is Urdhva Gati, means we are just elevating in our life, progressing in our life, right? If we are looking at the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And downward also it shows Krishna is not partial. He can liberate the fallen souls also. And we know in Ramayana, right, that hunter who was killing the animals halfway, and he was enjoying that, means when they were like dying with so much pain, he was relishing that hunter, right? And then when Narad Muni came, Guru came in his life, and he asked, why are you killing them in halfway? You want to kill full, but who will take all these sins? He said, I am doing for my family. Then he said, go and ask your family, they will take the sins. And then family said, no, that is your prescribed duty, to feed us, to take care of us, right? And then he came back and then his life changed. So Narad Muni gave him Harinam, right? Ram. But he could not utter that word because always he has habit to kill, like Mara, right? So then Narad Muni, Guru, he said, okay, you say Mara, right? When we say Mara, right? Eventually it becomes Ram, right? So, Ulta Nama Japat Harinama Valmiki Bhe Brahma Samana. So, that Nam changed his whole life, right? And he became Valmiki Rishi, who wrote Ramayana before it happened. That much Durdrashti, divine Drishti he got. So, because of, like we are talking about lotus feet. So, it is because of he was focusing on the lotus feet, right? He was thinking about the Lord's feet. And then there is umbrella. So umbrella, mark of umbrella. Umbrella means it is for protection of rain, right? Umbrella means shelter. When we take shelter of Guru, shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, then even if we have calamities, distress in our life, like we know, COVID time, right? People were suffering so much, right? But our Zoom classes started, we were in that mood all the time. Oh, we had to join the class, then Bhagavad Katha was there, right? And all the services and at home. So we were under the protection because we were chanting continuously, Harina, right? So that was an umbrella. If we are taking the darshan of lotus feet, so that mark, especially in this work, they are talking about the marks. What they give in our life, what is the significance of that mark. And even Kunti Maharani in Mahabharata, we know, right? She was explaining, she was praising Krishna when he was going to Dwarka. You were like umbrella in our life. We were suffering so much, like this robe of Draupadi, or they were trying to kill Bhima, they put in the river, right? And all war and everything, who protected? Krishna. Krishna was doing, that was the shelter, right? So she was also praying. So looking at the lotus feet or taking darshan at the lotus feet, we are protected like umbrella, because there is a mark of umbrella. And here Srila Prabhupada is talking about his toenail is like a moon, means that much glorious or illuminating, right? So he in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, "Na tadbhate suryo, na shashanko na pavaka, yat katvana nivartante tadhama parama mama." Means in his Golok Dham, they don't need any light. Here, after sunset, we need light. If there is no power, mostly in India, then everything is darkness, right? But Krishna's Golok Dham, they don't need any light also. His body is so effulgent. They are talking about Tonen. Tonen is like moon. So what to speak of his body, right? Even when Devaki Mata was carrying Lord Krishna, that time it is saying that when Kansa was going to meet her, he could not see that much light around her in that room. He could not see anything there because he was in the belly of Devaki Mata, but still there was so much effulgence around in the room. They put them in the dark room only, but so much light there, and he could not see anything, that Kansa, because like Dushta Pravrutti, who has like bad mentality, they cannot see good thing. They always see bad thing in everyone, right? But devotees, they always see good things, right? In Mahabharata also, Dronacharya said, go Yudhishthir Maharaj and Duryodhan. He asked Yudhishthir Maharaj, go and find bad person, right? Bad person. And Duryodhan find good person. And they went, and evening they came back, and Yudhishthir Maharaj said, nobody is like, I am the worst. No, everybody is better than me. I am the bad one. And Duryodhan came, he says, nobody is better than me. I am the one only, I am the best. So it is about the mentality, right? How you look, whatever color of glasses we are using, we see that color like that. If you see the glasses of goodness, and you will find goodness in everyone. Otherwise, everything is good, but still, Lalwan Prabhu ji in Katha always say, सबके घर में खाने भी बुलाया, किसी के घर पे सब है, एवरीथिंग पुलाव है, पकोड़ा है, स्वीट 5 टाइम्स प्रकार के स्वीट्स है, मगर उसमें इतना जिसको नहीं ये कहे कि बोलेगा ओ पापड़ नहीं है, पापड़ होता तो अच्छा होता, means they also find so much like delicious authentic food is there, but still they find oh papad is not there. So it is our mentality, right? मन के मारे जीते, मन के मारे खा रहे. Like it is our mind, what you want to see. जैसा what they say, जैसी आँखें वैसा रंग, right? जैसा पानी, जैसा पियोगे पानी वैसी बनेगी वाणी, जैसा खाओगे अन्न वैसा बनेगा मन. So it's very very important, right? And in Krishna book, Srila Prabhupada in chapter 70, he said, lotus feet is nothing but what we are to focusing on, like Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So always, this when we come to ISKCON, right? And when we see people chanting, jumping, dancing, feasting, right? And then first everybody says, Mataji, do you chant? At least chant 1 round, right? So that is our base. Means when you are in distress, they say chant. When you are happy, chant. While sleeping, while taking shower, cooking, driving, just chant. Why? So in Shreemad Bhagavatam only, Shukadev Goswami says to Parikshit Maharaj, Kalir doshe nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha paramraja. Means Kali Yuga has all the doshas, all bad things, right? Everywhere we are seeing nowadays. But there is one boon, one quality, just chanting Harinam, right? Chanting, doing Mahasankirtan, always chanting the glories of Lord. Kirtan means all glories of Lord, chanting everything. That is Mahan Gun, right? If we are doing that, then we can cross this Bhavasagar. This Bhavasagar, Dukkhanam Ashashvatam, right? Everywhere Dukkha, little Sukh, and that Sukh is, means happiness is the gap between two distresses, right? So little, if you eat gulab jamun, we feel oh little good, but we are eating more and more, then sugar problem or digestion problem, right? So happiness is very little. In Marathi always they say सुख पाहता जवा पडे दुःख पर्वता एवढे. Means you will get happiness like a teen, or ja means little, very tiny, and dukkha is like hills. So it is always like this, because this is dukkhalaya ashwashvatam, right? What will get in dukkhalaya ashwashvatam, right? So in dukkhalaya we get only like never get happiness. Actually that happiness is not happiness, this is illusion. We are thinking we are enjoying, but no, we are not enjoying. When we eat food, that food is enjoying our body, because we are deteriorating our body, our organs are getting more work to do and they are deteriorating. So who is enjoying? That food is enjoying us. And everything, we think, oh, we have a house, we have family, this. But at one point we also think what we did, right? Oh, married, we have children, they are grown up now. We are seeing senior people, right? Children are not coming also to meet them, right? How nowadays we are seeing videos. So this is just illusion. We think we are enjoying, but that is not enjoyment. And even Vyas Muni, he wrote so many Upanishads, right? 18 Puran, Upanishad, I think 15 or 18, 6 or 8, how many numbers I don't know. But Upanishad, Puran, so many things he wrote, but he was not satisfied. And then one day Narad Muni, Guru, came in his life and he said, why you are not satisfied? He said, I don't know, I am not feeling satisfied. He said, because you didn't write the glories of the Lord. And then he started writing. And what is the last word? Nam sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranama dukkha shamnas tan namami harim param. So Nam Sankirtan, he also says, and after that he just broke his kalam, after that he didn't write anything and he was fully satisfied. So that is Sankirtan, right? Everywhere Nam Sankirtan. And even Chaitanya Lila, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us Shikshashtakam, right? So in that he says, Nam Namakari Bauda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatra Pita Nirmita Smaranena Kala. There also he said, all my energy I invested in this Nam, Harinam, and you can just chant all the time. Tatra Pita Niyamita Smaranena Kala. Anywhere, anytime you can just chant this Harinam. So that much potency has this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And we got this. So Srila Prabhupada in Krishna book mentioned that lotus feet also we can focus at the lotus feet with thinking like Hare Krishna Mahamantra at his lotus feet, and we can purify our heart, because mind is here. They are talking about mind. Mind cannot focus at one place. But with all these signs, marks on his lotus feet and Hare Krishna Mahamantra which Srila Prabhupada has given us through the parampara, our parampara, right? His Guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his Guru, like this, all it came from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya before that, Krishna also, right? So the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything is coming from there. So that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so important, so much, it has so much potential, and there are no restrictions. Like you have to sit like this, or you have to take shower. If you are not feeling good, you are on the bed, you can chant, right? While departure also we are chanting, right? After that funeral also we are chanting. In marriage we are chanting. Even baby shower, everywhere, anytime, anywhere we can chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That much potency it has. And that Srila Prabhupada said, just focus at the lotus feet of Krishna. Even when we come to temple and if the curtain is open, we should not look first at we are not that qualified. First we have to look at the lotus feet. And about lotus feet, I just want to mention, there is lot of mahima of lotus feet in all the scripture. I read about this in Vasanta Panchami time. like Radharani got married, right? That Abhimanyu, and her mother-in-law Jatila and Kutila, her mother-in-law and sister, they were troubling her so much distress she was having, and she was missing Krishna all the time. And she came to her parental home. That time she was so sad. So all her sakhis, what they were doing? They were doing swing. They say if we sit on the swing, our distress, our sadness, it goes away. When we take like back and forth like this. So what they were doing? They were making swing and bringing, calling Krishna also, and both they were sitting, and that's why we do jhulan. Always we have jhulan here. We do here. She knows better, right? We have jhulan, and we ask devotees also to jhula to Krishna and Radha. So why they were doing? There was a reason. When the jhula they go like this, so mostly our feet goes up. So they could see their charan, both, like Radharani's and Krishna's lotus feet. Only once a year they were getting this opportunity, so they were making jhula, and they were taking darshan of their lotus feet. So that was their intention, and make Radharani also happy. And charan always, Vande Guru Shri Charanaraviddam, we sing that, right? Early morning first prayer is Vande Guru Shri Charanaraviddam. Like Guru's lotus feet, like we had our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj Vyas Puja, and I saw a video. So nicely all disciples like washing his feet and taking that Charnamrut. So much power, because Guru is not like ordinary thing. He is the representative of Krishna, because Krishna cannot come directly. He came in Braj, but everywhere he cannot come. So he sends his representative so that we'll get the knowledge how to live our life and how to die at the end of our life. So that is most important. Guru is not ordinary thing. Even Guru word has so much meaning. Who takes us from darkness to light. And we have to just think of the lotus feet of Guru. Means we are chanting early in the morning at 4:30. Once curtain open, we start Sansara Dava and Vande Guru Shri Charanaraviddam. So Charan is so much important, and this mark we just talked about. There is mark of grain also. They say if you see that grain, you will never have scarcity of grains. Always you will have food. So the point is we have to focus at the lotus feet and not like impersonal form. It is a sakar roop, right? He is Pratyaksha Paramatma. It is saying that when glories is going on like Katha or Kirtan, there Narad Muni, Hanumanji, Krishna himself, Jagannath, they are sitting here. Even one video I was watching, that person, devotee from Varsana, he says, if Gita Govinda is going on, so Jagannath ji always there. And if you want to see, make his asan there and just chant Gita Govinda, you will see the footprints there. And one lady did that, and she could show everyone the footprints of Jagannath ji. So that much power it has, like, so always focus on the charan of lotus feet. Even in Ramayana, when Sita got kidnapped by Ravana, right, and she dropped all her jewelry down, and in that Pamba Sarovar area, and Sugriva got, right, and when Bhagwan Ram Lakshman came, and then they showed the jewelry, then Lord Ram was asking Lakshman, look at these chudamani, these ornaments, do you know? He said, I just know anklets. I recognize the anklet because I never look at her face. That much respect for, they were all same ages, right? Same age, not much difference, Lord Raman. But still never saw. So learning, lesson for everyone. Always they say, look at the charan, look at the lotus feet of people. Mostly Mataji's, not at the face. because we don't have that much, like we are not that elevated, right? So we have to see like any one lady like mother, right? That's why Srila Prabhupada gave us Mataji, right? Always we say Mataji. So lotus feet has so much value, right? So focus on lotus feet and make our life beautiful, and others also give Jara Dekho Tareko Krishna Upadesh. Always give this knowledge to others, at least Harinam, and make always chant and always sing glories of like Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, our Acharyas, our Goswamis, Srila Supreme Personality of Godhead, and not only and mostly Guru and Guru Charan, right? So give to others and make everybody's life also happy, and ourselves. First we'll make ourselves happy, then only we can give. If we have something, then only we can give others. Na? If we don't have, if we are sad, then how can we make other people happy, right? So it should be our bhav all the time, this mood. Book distribution, prasad distribution, all the services, so many things we have here, right? And mostly chant Harinam, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So focus our mind at that lotus feet and always chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and never forget Krishna, and always remember Krishna. And pray to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantara Shreemad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you so much for listening attentively. Anybody has any question, reflection?
You sound like Krishna and Prabhu because you went in all the books.
Yeah. When we listen more, then all the essence, right? Yeah, my Prabhu also says you want to tell everything in one class. So anybody has any reflection or question?
Okay, I have a question. So you mentioned about the Vani, right? Whatever the phrase you mentioned. Right?
What's that?
You mentioned the phrase about the
Sukha
whatever pani we have, that's how the Vani is. So my question is that people who do bhakti the entire day, still their Vani is the same as previously, like in the material life. Why is that?
Because though we are doing right, but previous births, we are carrying all the baggage. See, our body, gross body, they burn, but the subtle body is carrying all the sins. Or whatever karma we are doing, we are carrying. So though, let's see, one pan is there, right? It's so much dirt. So if you clean one time, it will not clean. You have to do like scrub a lot. Like that, our heart has so much like that prints in our heart. It takes time to clean, and that's why though they are doing chanting continuously, it will eventually they will get recovered. They will get washed off, right? But it takes time, and that's why even sometimes devotees we think, oh, they are double initiated, still they are offending people like this, right? Because of their previous karma.
But it should help, right, as you grow in your devotion, isn't it? It should help you as you grow in your devotion, right?
Yes, it helps. Slowly. It takes time. Like always I give example of mirror. Mirror has so much dust. Like so many mirror as it is totally black. So you take the cloth and you clean. That cloth becomes dirty. You cannot do with that cloth again, right? So we have to elevate. We have to upgrade our knowledge. We have to progress in our bhakti. We think, okay, 16 mala is done, right? No, we have to do services, we have to do for others. Krishna feels happy, he pleases by serving others. That's why we always say dasanu das, right? He pleases with the serving of devotees with servant of Lord. So it takes time. That's why we see But we should not do offense also, because we don't know what time they will become pure, so we will get karma. So we have to be very careful about it. But nice question, Prabhuji. Yeah. Everybody is thinking, why people who are not in ISKCON also, they, oh, you guys are doing so much, then why you get problem in your life? But problem will be there because of our prarabdha. What we did previous birth, so we have to suffer that, right? We cannot get rid of that. But now we are doing cleansing slowly, slowly. So that is protecting. We are getting strength, that umbrella, right? But eventually, then, but still we are doing lot of karma now also, right?
Every second we are doing that.
Yeah, so we have to be very careful and eventually, and just leave it to Krishna. They say, whatever, maro bhi, rakho bhi, whatever you want to do. Srila Prabhupada was telling, right? So what to speak about us, right? Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the question. Mataji, you have any question? Prabhuji, what's your name?
Jalai?
Jalai. Do you have any question?
No question.
So you understood, like you are chanting, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
chanting.
very good.
On the weekends.
Very good. Yeah, chant attentively. We know our mind goes here and there, right? It always goes, fraction of second it can go to India, Europe, anywhere, right? But even Arjun says it's very pramati balo drudham, means very, very controlling mind is very difficult. I can control the wind, but I can control the mind. And we know, we can experience, right? All the time it is happening. So controlling mind, focusing at the lotus feet and chanting. Just thinking about Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We had His Holiness Ramapad Maharaj. He said one Shamsundar Prabhuji came here and he said, just think about that Hare Krishna says 16 syllables. Think about that syllables and chant. Then our mind will be focused. So chant like that. Thank you so much. तुला है काही question? Okay, so thank you so much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि हरे कृष्ण. Thank you so much.